All right. Here's another article. Things you should know. All right. I will figure out episode numbers and put that in the titles. Um, I have to listen to this. All right. So this is just me reading stuff off the internet, passing using a VPN. Okay, so I can be anywhere in the world. Where in the world is? I don't have a name. Okay, so chilling. Joe Biden's mafia connection revealed, and this article was written on my daughter's birthday last year, so to April 2nd, 2019. So Joe Biden is the front runner. Well, this is written by Frank Holmes. He's a reporter, and I'm just going to leave that. Joe Biden is the front runner for the 2020 Democratic presidential nomination, but he won't be for long if these scandals keep breaking. A gang of women have said Biden has a nasty habit of putting his hands and lips on them without their consent, and the former vice president even made a strange prostitute confession. But there's a darker secret hanging over Uncle Joe's head. His family has deep business ties to one of America's most infamous names in organized crime. This isn't just any small time wise guy. At one time, this mob boss was number 2 on the FBI's 10 most wanted list, right behind Osama bin Laden. Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, even used the family to strike up a $1.5 billion deal with the communist China. It all began in 2009 when Hunter Biden teamed up with the son of another Democratic presidential candidate, Senator John Kerry. Biden and Chris Hines started Rosemont Capital and an affiliated company, Rosemont Seneca. The Biden and Kerry clans used their family's political connections to smooth out deals and peddle influence. According to Peter Schweizer, who exposed the story in his books Secret Empires: How the American Political Class Hides Corruption and Enriches Family and Friends. But when they went for the big score in Beijing, they had to call in outside help. To crack China, Rosemont joined forces with a company called the Thornton Group, but the actual owner was James Bulger. If that last name sounds familiar, it should. James Bulger is the nephew of James Whitey Bulger, the head of Boston's infamous Winter Hill Gang. Even though Whitey was implicated in 16 murders, he lived scot-free for decades thanks to corrupt government officials. Whitey had corrupt cops, even FBI agents on his payroll, but he also had high connections in the State House. Whitey's brother, Billy Bulger, was president of the Massachusetts State Senate, and he admitted he ran the place with a dictatorial, iron fist for years. Critics said that the two brothers scratched each other's backs and kneecapped each other's enemies. Billy used Whitey's reputation, real or imagined, as a club to threaten and punish, said Michael McCormick, a member of Boston City Council for 10 years in the 80s and 90s until 91. Even though Billy's supporters insist Whitey never really hurt anyone, McCormick says the threat is enough. When Bogeyman became real, they are real. At one time, then Boston Mayor Kevin White thought that Whitey had put a hit out on him. Billy helped his brother too. When Whitey Bulger won the lottery jackpot worth $14.3 million in July of 1991, tongues started wagging that the mob would mir- uh, world miracle was really an inside job. The FBI and Whitey used the cash for money laundering. When Whitey was on the run for 16 years, Billy kept talking to him by phone. He refused to help the feds to find him. Eventually, the governor, Mitt Romney, pressured Bulger out of the public life, getting him out of the University of Massachusetts, where Billy had taken over as president. Billy is on the board of Thornton along with his son. All right. The Biden family thought this was a family that could open doors. And did they ever make a killing? Chinese officials first agreed to talk about a business deal with the children of Joe Biden and John Kerry and Whitey Bulger's nephew in May of 2011. At the time, Whitey Bulger was still on the lam. I am. He wouldn't be arrested for another month. Uh, Thornton's website bragged that Beijing's communist leaders extended their warm welcome to the Thornton Group with its U.S. partner Rosemont Seneca Chairman Hunter Biden, second son of the now Vice President Joe Biden. This was written a while back. Okay. Hunter Biden visited China with his dad multiple times during the Obama years. In 2013, just days after Biden left the country on an official Obama administration visit, Chinese communists cut the trio a $1.5 billion deal with a catch. China would be part owner in the deal. Biden, Kerry, and Bulger immediately agreed and invested in nuclear power conspiracy against the United States, according to Schweizer. The Bidens did business with the family of a wanted gangster and the Chinese Communist government. Somehow, the mainstream media never saw fit to print a single word of this. There are more than 39 million articles typing Donald Trump to the mafia in major outlets like the Washington Post, the Wall Street Journal, Politico, and PolitiFact. Whole books have been written claiming President Trump has mob ties, but Biden's latest scandal, there's practically nothing. That's criminal. Sure. Okay, so there's that as an article. Now, this stuff, I've got to be careful what I say, but I'm going to read the word parts. I'm not reading all the emails because there's a ton of their actual emails. This is from WikiLeaks, which means it has like what, at least 3 sources to prove it. Well, I'm going to read it to you. That's all this is going to be is a reading. Oh man. Just wait. All right. This is so disturbing and I'm so ashamed. You ready, America? Here we go. Oh, there's a page I'm missing. So I'm just going to read this. I'm missing a page. I don't know where it is. Highlighted what I thought was like important. Okay. It leads off. It's finishing a sentence. I do apologize for that. Okay. So, blah, 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 to write their letters, they used drugs. They had hallucinations of religion, and they were mentally unstable people who today would be locked up in mental institutions. The money-hungry Jews and priests turned them into accurate historic accounts, which are all based on lies and fraud. The ministers and presidents prevent the universities to publicize all of their discoveries of the fraud of the Bible. Bible isn't a fraud, though. Okay, so money has been the priest's god for 2,000 years. The priests own money. God will not help believers, and the Jewish Jesus, who fraudulently given the name of a great man. The real Jesus did not have any disciples. The Romans battered him to death. See, these are all the things that they're told. This isn't right. Just so you know, I'm not Jewish, but this isn't right. Okay, so this was written on March 21st, 2009. Okay. Marti Ahtisaari, Tarja Halonen, Bill and Hillary Clinton, Angela Merkel, Gordon Brown, Nicolas Sarkozy is an active member of the Finnish mafia, an international terrorist. Catholic Church, Vatican invoice, total indebtedness 100 million pounds sterling. And then Evangelical Lutheran Church of Finland is an active member of the Finnish mafia. Okay, it's like literally showing. This is like the receipt trail. Okay, so those names need to be looked up. The ministers, presidents, members of parliament, and senators have built the world's largest crime pyramid. You have started to destroy the Catholic Church when the Pope and the cardinals were forced to join the Finnish mafia to conspire to keep the crime secret. The government of Nazi Germany and Adolf Hitler respected the Catholic Church and allowed the Pope and the cardinals to continue their work. The members of the Finnish mafia listed in my letters will destroy all in order to make sure that they are not tried in court, like the leaders of Nazi Germany were tried and hung. So those names need to be looked up. So let's see down here. So Catholic Church, Vatican, Evangelical Lutheran, President Obama. So President Obama apparently is Finnish mafia. Pope and Cardinals Board of Directors proves that the bank will not negotiate the payment of a debt to me. Are my invoices in the bank's profit and loss statements written from the Vatican. Church of England, Evangelical Church in Germany, Voice, total indebtedness, Evangelical Church of the Augsburg Confession in Austria, 4,000 million pounds sterling, Evangelical Lutheran Church in Denmark, Evangelical Lutheran Hungary, Svenska Baptistenförbundet, Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, Trinity in Kalamazoo, Michigan. That's on Southwest Nedge. President Janet Gullickson, American Baptists Incorporated, USA World Methodist Council, the Lutheran World Federation Switzerland, the Evangelical Church in Central Germany, Finnish mafia states churches. Jesus did not accept money, hungry priests and churches. It's written July 14th, 2010. The priests are guilty of not publicizing the crimes committed as Finnish mafia members, which is a crime under criminal law and will result in a prison sentence. The priests and politicians have tried to destroy me. Priests, civil servants, parliaments, members of the Senate, ministers, and presidents are causing the churches to go bankrupt in Finnish mafia member nations with the support of television and the press. Government of Canada Prime Minister Stephen Harper, as of 2010. Government of Canada Prime Minister Stephen Harper. The government has 2 weeks to deliver via mail a valid new driver's license to me at my home address. The police have my photo. In 2009, the police stole my driver's license on orders from a minister, Ontario, which is a flagrant robbery under criminal law. It was a revenge for my fight against terrorist politicians and their criminal actions. Unless the police end all their criminal activity against me and I receive the new driver's license, the damages will be whatever um, sterling at 2008 value. The mafia members, churches, banks, oil companies, and other companies, foundations, all investors are responsible for the damages. Letter to the Government of Canada. Bill, sincerely, Ollie Backman. Government has not answered my letter. Finnish mafia, states, churches, total indebtedness, value payment 14 days, interest 16% annum. The statements by Bishop Maria Jensen and the Pope Cardinals prove that the priests are professional criminals. The Bible talks about the Jews being God's chosen people. No group of people is any more chosen by God than another. This claim proves how the Jews participated in rewriting the Bible into a business book. Priests, this is not my opinion, this is this guy's opinion, by the way. Priests, Jews, and politicians made it into a business book for priests, however. Their greed for money and power has destroyed the good Bible. Jesus was an honest person who did not tolerate money-hungry priests and politicians. Written April 18th, 2013, 10:16 a.m. In the 1945, in the year 1945, 20,000 German Nazi specialists traveled immediately to America. 400 went to England. Let's see. Sorry, it's a bunch of emails and I don't want to say all the names. Okay. Government of, oh, right. This one says Baptist Barack Obama, David Cameron, CMECF info. CMECF info. Why is it twice? So let's see. It looks like a Lutheran Belgium something. Anyway. Okay, so you ready for this? All right, Barack Obama, and then it says Government of Germany, Angela Merkel, and Parliament, and Health Service Ombudsman, Fordham Corporation, Sari Baldauf, Baldauf, Chairman, Tapio Kula, CEO, Nest Oil Madi, CEO, Volvo Truck Corporation, and Nisselson, Kone, Oij, Antti Herlin, Chairman, Matti Alahutea, another Finn Mafia. These are all Finnish Mafia. All right, Sampo Group Financial Services, Sampo Insurance Company, Bjorn Walrus, Chairman, Kari Stadich, CDO, if PNC and Insurance Financial Services, Stockholm, Thorborn Magnusson, CEO, Sampo Oij. Google Inc., Eric Schmidt, Chairman, Sampo Bank Oy, Finland. Microsoft Corporation, Bill Gates, and Board of Directors, Sveriges Riksbank, Kopthing Bank, Stockholm, SEB Bank, and Marcus Wallenberg, total indebtedness. Matthias Mueller, Rudolf Komen, David Stephenson. This is from June 18, 2012. So let's see. Members of the Board of Directors of Swiss National Bank and Jean-Pierre Roth, pay your debts. You are Finnish mafia terrorist gangsters. Total indebtedness 20,000 milliard pounds sterling. Let's see. Sparbanken Sverige, Dalarna, Landshai Potek, AB Sweden, Ulf Dinkelspiel, Chairman. See, and it just, okay, so that's only 2 pages of some of the exposures that you can find on WikiLeaks, guys. Like, go to WikiLeaks, and you can even put in the name Biden. Biden. That's a good one, though. Obama. Oh, gosh. All right, I'm ending here. I will be making more videos today, posting tonight.